We're going to look at the organization setup in PeopleProvision version 1.0. Organization setup allows you to input information about your organization so that you can customize PeopleProvision to meet your account creation needs. Before we actually look at the configuration side of this, though, let's actually take a peek at the form itself. As you can see here, we have the Create New User form, and this is a very simple, straightforward form. It has a minimal amount of information that has to be entered, and this is by design. Web Active Directory's goal was to make it very easy for new users to be created. So a lot of the information that is ultimately filled in for either Microsoft Exchange mailboxes or Active Directory accounts is actually driven based upon the information you see here. The key information, of course, is the location and the job title. This helps drive many of the rules that we will see in the end. We'll take a look at the administrative side of that now. On the admin homepage, click Modify Organization Setup, and you will get to the Organization Setup tabs. There are 6 tabs here that allow you to configure different areas. We're going to take a look at each of them. First tab, Locations, allows you to configure the physical offices where people in your organization work. This could be any type of location you want. Basically, it's the address information that you want to store in Active Directory. So for example, if I look at this office, I can see I've configured the name of the office along with all of its address information. You can do this for all of your office locations. Org units represent different organizational levels of administration in your company. For example, you might have departments listed as we do here. You could also use regions, divisions, or even whole companies. Departments, org units I should say, allow you to nest in a parent-child relationship. This is actually very important because it allows you to create provisioning rules, which we show in another video. And the provisioning rules will inherit from parent org units to child org units. Let's take a look at a parent org unit and then we can see the child. So this is a top level org unit. As you can see here, we have a name for it. You could call it anything you want as long as it makes sense in your organization. Now coming back to our org unit screen, let's look at a child org unit. Our IT development group, for example, is a child of the information technology department. What that means is a provisioning rule for the IT development group will automatically inherit all the settings in the rule from the information technology department. You can use this inheritance to build very, very powerful and complex provisioning rules that allow you to set a lot of information with a minimal amount of configuration effort. Job titles are very similar and related to org units. These are the actual job roles in your organization. Job titles, as you can see here, are fairly typical and straightforward. You can call a job title anything you'd like. And a job title has a relationship with an org unit. So the IT operations director in our demo is a member of the IT operations group. This is very important because, again, going back to the Create User form, we have to select the job title, which in turn drives the org unit, which in turn drives many of the provisioning rules. You can create as many job titles as you need. Mail stores define the Exchange storage groups and mail databases in your organization. You can put as many mail stores as you'd like in, and then you can tie them to provisioning rules. You don't have to put in any Exchange mail stores if you're not using Exchange and you have an external mail system. Finally, we have a company's configuration section. This allows for large organizations who have multiple companies under their umbrella to go ahead and set up the companies here. Then these companies can be chosen from a drop-down list when a user account is created. Well, that's it for the organization setup. Take a look at the provisioning rules video and the application security videos, which are separate.